Welcome to part 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. We're heading towards Dueling Peaks Tower, but first I see an Octorok. These things can be really annoying. They're more annoying in this game than they were in the original game. You can catch fish too if you want. Cook them up and eat them. They'd be hard to catch. Here's a way if you want to. Blow them up and they'll float to the surface. That's another thing that annoys me about this game is whenever you jump over water, he dives. It's like, I don't want to dive. I mean, it has no benefits. It might look cool, but that's about it. See, the whole purpose of jumping is I want to get up higher, but when he dives, it's putting you lower. I want to get up higher so I got more room to glide towards it. Eventually, I want to beat all 120 shrines in this game, but I've just never gotten around to it. I always used to get 102 shrines, and that was the most I could get. Well, of course, there were a bunch of them I didn't even attempt to go after. But by that time, I've got so many heart containers, I've freed all the Divine Beast and all that. I'm ready to go after Ganon. And after a bunch of playthroughs, I realized that it didn't make much sense to get 102 shrines, because then by the time I go after Ganon, I got 2 spirit orbs, which means those last 2 shrines I went after was a waste. So I decided to go after 104, that way I could get 4 spirit orbs and trade them in for another heart container. So I picked out 2 shrines I attempted to get, and I ended up getting those. And just on my last playthrough, I went for 1 extra shrine that I've never gotten before, and got that for the first time, so 105 shrines is the most I've ever gotten. There's the Dueling Peaks region. And when you unlock your first tower after leaving the Great Plateau region, you get the additional functionality detected, which is the Sheikah sensor. It beeps whenever you get near a shrine, and the faster it beeps, the closer you're getting. sounds like. So we will be hearing that throughout much of early on in the game, every time we're getting near a shrine. Go ahead and take a look around from up here. The thing you see flying out there, that is one of the divine beasts. That's MEMENTOS. That's the second one I usually go after. The first one I go after is Varuta. Can't see a whole lot up here because the mountains are in the way. There's more ore deposits here. To break these high ones, you gotta kind of jump. Almost nighttime. Right up here. Those things you see in the water, those are monsters called the Zelda. Eventually we'll be seeing them. There really isn't a lot of different monsters in the game. You've got bokoblins, which were like the first ones we've seen. You got moblins, choo-choos, got Zelda, octoroks, then you got a wide variety of guardians. You got guardian scouts, which are those you only see in shrines. You have decayed guardians, guardian stalkers, and swan guardians. Then with the choo-choos, there are different ones too. You got fire choo-choos, ice choo-choos, and electric choo-choos. Oh, and then you got the key spats. Okay, so on this one, you just stand on the button. Let the orb roll in. Now this one you have to time it a little bit. You want to step on it, you want to let it roll to the bottom, and just before it gets there you want to step off of it. So it rolls back the opposite way. Some of these shrines are pretty easy. Some of them can be really frustrating. This one you just gotta kind of flick it in. If you happen to miss, it'll respawn. Okay, now to get the treasure chest up there, I have to get this tilted again. So, the only way to tilt it is push that button over there. There are two ways to do it. You can use stasis on that button and then hurry, or this is how I usually do it. want to set this on the button, put a bomb next to it, or on it, either way works. See, now with that button pressed, this thing's tilted. Okay, so now we want to get that barrel off there. I'm going to blow my bomb up. Now if we need, and this bandana I got, this climber's bandana, not only does it speed up my climbing, but it's also got a strength of a 3. So if I put this on, my strength will go from a 4 up to a 7. Yeah, the clothing, I'm pretty sure the clothing strength that you see is only defensive strength. As far as offensive strength, I think it just depends on the weapon. So you just want to look at the number on your weapons. That's a traveler's bow, so I'm going to drop my buckle bow. Okay, we got some enemies up here. Since it's nighttime, we're going to be sleeping. So I want to try something that I heard of, but I've never actually done before. From what I heard, if you can take these octobloons, sneak up on an enemy, and you can put it on them when they sleep and they'll float away. Okay, apparently it's not working. I don't know, maybe the person I heard it from lied. Either that or I didn't do it right. Idiot. This is a boomerang inside. Well, I mean, the boomerang's not as strong as the hoe. Probably a one-handed weapon. Some of these. Can't reach that one. So yeah, you can blow them up too. The only thing I don't like about blowing them up is the pieces inside go flying. first stable that we'll be seeing, but first, we're going to go to the Hadahamar Shrine. Once you beat the shrine, those spikes will be gone. Why is he not right in? There we go. Okay, now up here, we got the board that keeps spawning up there and dropping. We have to use Primus blocks to guide it down there. I'll put one right there. One right there. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to back this one up. There we go. One right there. If there's any specific, if you've already been playing the game, there's a specific shrine or something you're stuck on. I also have individual videos. Okay, so here's the stable now. If you look at the map, the stable is not marked on there, but once you get close enough where it actually shows the name, now you've unlocked it on the map. So now it will show up. There are multiple stables throughout the game, and every stable is near a shrine, so if you want to go to a specific stable, you just go to the shrine near it. And this guy right here, his name is Beetle. You can buy and sell stuff. Buy stuff off him or sell him stuff. so I'm going to sell him. I don't use these, so I'll sell those. Not worth much, but I won't be using them anyway. Okay, now these, the ambers, you get 30 rupees each for them.
Wow!
Opals are worth 60.
Wow!
So you can press the Y button to sort. All it'll do is it'll put like all your mushrooms are together, all your gemstones together, your monster parts together, your fish, what, and then the ancient parts.
Wow!
Now I'm not going to sell the bokoblin guts, the choo-choo jelly, or the key swings because I can use those later on in the game for upgrades. I'll get rid of this too. Same with the ancient parts, you can use those later on in the game, so I never sell those. Unless I get like far into the game and I got so many of them that I don't really need them, then I might start selling some of them, but early on in the game I won't be selling any. Oh, you can sell them clothes too, like I won't need the old shirt or the well-worn trousers anymore. You can also buy stuff off him. Now, every stable, you'll run into him at every stable, and at every stable he sells arrows. He'll sell individual arrows or bundles of arrows. And then he also sells 3 other items, and these 3 items are different depending on what stable you go to. Like at this one, it's always going to be the restless crickets, the half-footed frogs, and the octobloons. The next stable we see him at will be 3 different things. Whoops. I meant to buy all of them.
Wow!
Okay, now you see he's sold out of arrows, so every time I come back to the stable, he's going to be sold out of arrows here. But when I run into him at a different stable, he'll have a full stock in again. So it depends on what stable you go to. So I'll go to another stable, he'll be restocked, but if I come back to this stable, he's still out of stock. You can also rest inside these stables. Sleep in the bed. Now if you sleep in a regular bed, it's 20 rupees and will refill your hearts if you're low on hearts. You pay 40 rupees for a soft bed, it'll refill your hearts and give you a temporary heart. Sometimes you can find items like there's a woodcutter's axe. So I'm going to use up this axe. Take this one. Okay, now first we're going to go catch a horse. This can be kind of tricky to catch. But I do have second way of catching them if the original way doesn't work out. Okay, what I like to do okay. So he was pretty easy to catch. Yeah, and he keeps acting drunk like that. You gotta keep tapping the L1 button to soothe him. See, once you catch a horse, you can register him.
Hey!
See right there, it shows my bond's only 26. So I gotta keep tapping them to soothe them. And the bond will eventually go up until it gets to 100. This is actually not a very good horse. The strength, the speed, and the stamina. The speed and the stamina is what I look at. 3s are about average, 2s are slow, 4s are fast. I usually name them after Nintendo legends such as Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of the Zelda games, and Super Mario and Donkey Kong. I'm going to board this horse. I'm going to try to catch another one. I'll show another way to catch one if you're having a hard time sneaking up on one. Use an ice arrow. Stand next to him, keep tapping the A button. As soon as he thaws out, you'll jump on his back. Keep tapping the L1 button. Okay, I'm about ready to run out of stamina, so that's usually what they do is they start bucking. I got lucky on the last one. Ooh, this one's got a lot of stamina. Not sure how much speed he's got though. Ooh, he's got a lot of pretty good speed too. Okay, I named this one after former Nintendo president Hiroshi Yamauchi. You know, it's funny, they got that really long line that you can only enter 9 characters, which is only like half of that line. Yeah, see, that's the only annoying part about catching the horse is you gotta keep soothing it, otherwise it starts acting drunk. And I can understand the reason for that, but I think they took it a little too far. I mean, imagine playing the Grand Theft Auto game and you had to stop to fill up for gas all the time. I don't know what it's like. That right there is Testu. I talked about him in the last video, getting Korok seeds. gotta go fight these monsters. Now, I like to be careful not to knock the monsters over the cliff because I want to get their bokoblin guts out of them. Okay, they put me in a place where I can't see. Come on here and fight, fools. Seriously? You just knocked me like 30 yards through the air? Okay, the shield is damaged, so I'm going to drop it and replace it. Usually when I fight those guys, I have a bad habit of knocking them off the cliff. And I want to collect bokoblin guts. Because eventually I'm going to be getting the soldier's armor. And I'm going to need bokoblin guts and choo-choo jelly to upgrade it. And here comes the rain. This is my biggest complaint about the game. It ruins so much. Can't climb in the rain. There's a whole lot of things you can't do in the rain. Okay, so talk to him again. I usually do the weapon stash the first couple times. See, so it costs 1 seed to get that stash expanded. Now if I want to get it expanded again, it's going to cost 2 seeds. But now if I want to get my shield or bow stash expanded, it will cost 1 seed. So no matter what, each one costs 1 seed the first time, then 2 seeds, then 3, then 5, then 8, 12, 17, it keeps going up. Unfortunately, you can only get it expanded twice. You can only do 2 expansions here. It doesn't matter whether it's 2 of the same or 2 different ones. They'll only let you get 2 of them done at this point. See, this is what's kind of weird. It says, sorry, I have to go. But you're done talking to him, you just keep standing there. They should have him, like, walk away or something. Or just disappear. Up here you get another Korak seed. See something out of place, put it back into place, and there's all kinds of different puzzles. Here's another way you can soothe your horse, or increase its bond. Yeah, he can't just eat it, he's got to walk in a complete circle. I wish there was a button you could check to see how high the bond is, but as far as I know, the only way you could tell is at a stable. Oh, there's a frog. It disappeared. I like to collect up to, I think it's 3 hot-footed frogs. That come in handy later on in the game. There's probably one under this rock. There usually is. Yep. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 frogs. I think it's 4. And here we are at KAKARIKO Village. There are multiple villages in this game. Each village has its own tune, its own music. Unlike the stables, which all have the same tune. I'm going to park my horse right here. I'm going to go out and get the shrine. This is one that teaches you how to fight. It teaches you the side hop, the back flip, the shield parry, which I've been using. I'd highly recommend using these techniques too, because they do make a big difference when you're in a fight. You might notice there the Korak seeds don't match what I should have. Like it said 8 Korak seeds right there on and that's because it doesn't include the ones that I gave to Hestu. I think the purpose of that is in case you're keeping count, you want to get all 900 Korak seeds. See, I actually only have 5 because I gave Hestu 3 of them. side hop. Oops, I didn't do it fast enough. Now the backflip. Now this field parry. 'Too soon. Now you got the charged attack. All you do is hold the attack button down for a few seconds. Now I got 4 spirit orbs, I can get another heart container. And they got a statue in every village where you can get a heart container or stamina vessel. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go visit the first fairy fountain. Actually, I should say I'm going to unlock the first fairy fountain. The first fairy fountain cost 100 rupees to unlock. The second one cost 500. The third one cost 1,000, and the fourth one cost 10,000. And sometimes if you walk slowly through this grass, you'll see a glowing rabbit. There he is. Shoot him, rupees pop out of him. If you can hit him with your sword, you get even more rupees. Oh, and in here you want to sneak up. Those white things you see right there, those are fairies. You want to catch them. And see, those are kind of like insurance. See, now if I were to lose all my hearts, the fairy would kick in. So this, if you can get this far without dying, you should be pretty safe throughout the rest of the game, because these fairies will prevent you from death. I mean, 3 is pretty good, but I mean, if I got an opportunity to catch a 4th one, why not? first time I ran into this fairy fountain, she asked for 100 rupees. I turned it down because I didn't know what it was. Yeah, we'll stop back later when we have the stuff we need. Now I'll go get my heart container. Missed my landing. There, I got 5 now. Okay, now let's go talk to Impa. That's where the old man told us to go. Those 2 guards are Kato and Dorian. Kind of spooked to see someone new. Okay, now this is really annoying, this Kaya. I mean, it's bad enough we have all this text to read. Why do they have to have this unnecessary conversation? I'm just going to skip through this.
So, you're finally awake. It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
Okay, now we're going to have to do some reading, and then she'll tell us a story where we'll actually get to hear it, not have to read it. Okay, why would anybody say, oh, I'm not ready yet? Of course you want to hear the story. Here we go.
history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. Constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Oh, looks like she ran out of voice. We gotta go back to reading. Okay, so gotta head to Hakino Village. First, you see something out of place here, a missing apple. I'm gonna go ahead and cook some stuff. Fire here. My pot. Get some stamina. cook 2 of these up just in case. Okay, I think actually it's nighttime. I'm going to sit to the fire for morning time. That's lastly her and her sister run the clothing shop. You know, this clothing shop I usually don't go to because all they have is stealth armor, which is good for sneaking up on things like enemies or anything, but I usually don't use stealth, which is why I sold those 2 items to Beal. One was the silent shroom and the other was the, I think, blue nightshade. I know the silent shroom has to do with stealth. I'm not sure about the blue nightshade. I think it does. So we're gonna head back the way we came, but instead of making it all the way to the stable, we're gonna turn. I'm really not getting much out of these ore deposits. Just salt and flint, which are, I mean, they're not completely useless, but I don't sell them. Of course, I guess I don't really need the rupees that bad right now. I got that diamond I sold. Gave me a lot of rupees. Names of the items pretty much give a good idea of what they are. Like iron shrooms will protect you. Okay, now after visiting KAKARIKO for the first time, when you leave, you'll start seeing these strange people, like just kind of standing in the middle of nowhere.
Oh.
Seriously? So anyways, the Yuga clan is a group worship Ganon, and they've always been out to kill Link and Zelda because Link and Zelda's purpose is to stop Ganon. So over the last 100 years, the Yiga clan really didn't have anything to do, but now somebody at Kakariko Village told the Yiga clan that Link's alive. So now they're back out in the field looking for him again. We turn right here. We're gonna run into some choo-choo jellies up here. We'll drop out of that tree. We're going to be hitting that tower pretty soon. So anyways, yeah, you'll randomly see clan members standing out in the grass in the middle of nowhere. You can just keep on going though, you don't have to talk to them. If they're actually walking, it's most likely not a Yiga clan member. Yeah, I forgot to mention, your horse can get killed, so you don't want him to get hit too many times. Okay, right there, I'm pretty sure that was a Yiga clan member just kind of standing there. There's an enemy camp over there, but I'm just going to run right on past it. I don't feel like going all the way across the river. Well, you know what? Actually, I need the bokoblin depth, so... How many blue bokoblins do we have? You know what? They're all the brownish red ones. And you only get bokoblin depths from the blue ones, so... Or not only the blue ones, but sometimes there's even tougher ones. But the brownish red ones, rust-colored ones, won't give you any guts. Now there's a Yiga clan member. I think there are bokoblins on the other side of this rock. Nope, but I know there are on the other side of that rock. I want to get him on this side because I don't want to knock him off the cliff. gut out of them. Oh, we got more. Oh, that's not right. Fools. See, that annoys me too. It's like, why do some of them have guts and some of them don't? It's like when you kill a pig, you always get bacon out of it. When you kill a cow, you always get steak out of it. I think every bokoblin should have a gut. Or at least one color, like all the blue ones should. Oh, they ripped me off again. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Gotta go this way. Oh, there's moblin. See, eventually I'm going to need moblin guts too, but I don't think these moblins have any. Got a blue bokoblin up here. I don't think he's really got any weapons. He's got a torch, which is like, wouldn't even hurt me. Still, nothing. Okay, here's a way to light a fire. You can shoot a fire arrow, or if you got flint, if you don't have any fire arrows, you can use flint. Put down by wood. Strike it with something metal. Or not, it wasn't close enough for the pot. There we go. Why is that not burning? There we go. See, it's got thorns all around it up there. usually use fire arrows, but you do it this way too. See those signs right there? Yeah, fire also causes an updraft. If you see wind blowing up out of the fire, you jump over it and open your paraglider. It'll give you like a boost. I didn't get all the thorns. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get past that one. That one I can get past. I want to eat a meal because my hearts are getting kind of low. There's the Latino region. Really can't see much at night. See a shrine out there. Okay, my horse is down there somewhere. Yep, there's that bridge I crossed. That bridge made out of land. fool. When you get to this fork in the road, you might want to make sure you take a left here, because one time I didn't. I accidentally went right, and I ended up going in a circle, and you just keep going in a circle until you eventually realize you've seen it all over and over. Ooh, I got some guts. You can also buy bokoblin guts at KAKARIKO village. But you can only buy 3 of them there. So if I really need to buy some extra ones, then I will. Hey, you know, I'm actually surprised that these shops are open 24 hours. And you can go here any time of the day. This lady right here, she never sleeps. Okay, here's something that really bugs me. See if she does it. She usually does at least once out of the 3 items you buy. Okay, that time she didn't. Oh, twice in a row she didn't. Cool. A lot of times she'll waste your time. Let me try to sell stuff and see if she does it.
Hi.
Okay, see, here it is. She says, hold on just a second. Okay, let's see here. Thank you for waiting.
Oh.
I mean, what's the purpose of that? Sometimes she does it when you're trying to buy stuff, too. I mean, why make us suffer through all that? And it's kind of funny how everybody in the game will give you the exact same price that Beetle gives you. I mean, you'd think it would be different at different places. Okay, now if I put this armor on, my strength right now is a 7. Now it's a 12. This is my soldier's armor. This is what I'm going to upgrade. But for each piece, the helmet, the chest piece, and the pants, I need 3 bokoblin guts and 5 choo-choo jellies for each one. So that's a total of, I need a total of 9 bokoblin guts. I've only got 4. I've only got 9 out of the 15 choo-choo jelly. I mean, I do have enough to get one of the pieces upgraded, but I'm going to go to the fairy fountain. I'd rather have all the parts and just get them all done in one shot. Okay, this is the shrine I've always hated. I mean, I'm better at it now, but when I first started it, I just kept doing this over and over and could not get it. See, you don't use any buttons here, you don't use any of the joysticks on the Joy-Cons. It's all about tilting them. It's all motion control, and you gotta guide this orb through the maze without going over the edge. It just takes patience, and that's one thing I don't have. Whoa. Okay, here's the tricky part, is trying to... Gotta flick this up now. And give it some speed. Cool. Now I'd like to aim this down, because I'm going to be jumping on that to get that treasure chest in there. That was funny. I was going to see if I could block it from going in. Okay, I can get a phrenic bow out of there, so I'm going to drop this one. Oops, I missed my jump. So you only lose a heart out of that. If you only got 1 heart, then you might want to eat something so you don't die, of course. I don't know what would happen if you got a fairy and you fall to lose your last heart. I don't know if that would count as dying, or if the fairy would bring you back. See, I've lost all my hearts in battle before, and the fairy automatically refills 5 of your hearts. Yeah, the first time I did that shrine, I mean, I must have tried 50 times, not all in a row. I'd do it like 3 times. If I failed, then I'd quit. Later on in my playthrough, I'd come back to it, try it again, like 3 times, and constantly kept doing that. Okay, now if you're looking for the statue for the heart container, you go up those steps right there. House there. Now watch, it'll probably start raining because I'm going to be doing something that requires no rain. See, it's like the game knows when you're going to be either climbing or, like in this case, I'm going to have to carry a torch, a lit torch. And it's like the game just makes it rain just to ruin your day. It's like, I hate when they do that. Okay, here's the tech lab. Okay, I'm going to skip through this conversation if it's really long. Okay, so what I have to do, you need a torch. I already got one, but if you don't have one, there's one in here. Right there. So what you have to do is light that furnace with the blue flame. And you get the blue flame from down here. So there are torches or lanterns on the way. You don't have to light them all, but I mean, it makes sense to light everyone you pass, because that way if it does happen to rain or something, or for some reason your torch goes out, like if you try climbing, like this isn't too steep to where I have to climb it, I can just run up it. But if I were to actually climb, he'd put the torch away, putting the flame out. This way you wouldn't have to go all the way back to the thing down there. You can just go to one of these lanterns to relight it. Kind of like checkpoints. First time I played this, I thought you had to light every single one of them. flies. You don't have to light any of these. There's another tech lab like this. The Akala Ancient Tech Lab, and that one you gotta do the same thing, but it rains almost all the time up in that region. And then you also got monsters that are like trying to fight you. I got like a gnat on my screen. Are you serious? Can't wait till fall. It's one thing I hate about summer is gnats, flies. It's even worse when I got one in the house. Or in the car. That's I hate getting a fly in the car. There's my camera. Those are pictures that have already been taken inside the camera. There's a bunch of open slots where I can take pictures. Okay, so I gotta take a picture of her. I think that's just they want you to know how to use the camera. Okay, so anyways, what she just told me that we skipped through is that she thinks that, whoops, these are pictures were taken by Zelda. So what I have to do is go back to Impa again to confirm that. And it turns out that if I visit these locations, I'll regain part of my memory. And when that happens, we'll see a little cutscene. So I'll be doing like one memory per video. I mean, I don't want to spend like just an hour doing all that. That's usually what I do when I'm doing a full playthrough, recording, and I'll do like, whoa. Seriously? Just lit my horse on fire. If your horse dies, you can bring it back. There's a horse fairy that I've only unlocked it once. I never even knew about it until like probably my 30th playthrough. This is my 33rd. Maybe it was 28th or 29th, but Usually if one of my horses die, I just get another one. Sad guys, I got a boring life. You just stand there all day long with a pitchfork. Day and night. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head back towards the stable. I'm going to leave my horse there and I'm going to transport back to KAKARIKO village to talk to Impa. There's that circle again, this time I'm going to stay to the right. And it is raining. Rain just ruins so much of the game though. I mean, you can't climb in the rain, which I already mentioned. You can't shoot bomb arrows. Bomb arrows won't even ignite. Fire arrows, you can shoot, they go out right away when whatever they hit. You can't carry flames. And when it starts thundering, you can't carry any metal weapons, shields, or bows. I think of this. Oh, and then if you want to cook, the fires are going to be put out. That fire's not out because there's a tree right above it. Okay, so I'm going to just park my horse up here. And I'm going to go to KAKARIKO. actually making pretty good time in this video. Usually I make it right about to this point and I'm just at the end of the video. See, now how did she hear that Poorer was giving me the runaround? I mean, I don't see any phone towers or phone wires, or do they have cell phones? It's kind of funny, it's all dripping wet. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Go back down to buy my horse. Now we're going to ride up and down that river. Invade the enemy camps. Across this bridge right here, there's a thing we can move. Use stasis on it. So we're just going to cross this river now. We came up the other side of the river. We're going to go down this side. You can usually run a bird over if you take off real quick. Yeah, those goats will usually attack you if you're on foot, but if you're on a horse, they kind of leave you alone. Can't remember if that's a shield or a bow in there. I think it's a shield. Yep, so I'm going to get rid of this one. See, there's 4 enemy camps along this river. There's one's got a shield in it, one's got a bow, and 2 of them have opals. I can never remember which is which. See if I got anything worth cooking. See, bananas give you offense, iron shrooms give you defense, but I like to wait till I have at least 4 of them before cooking them up. Why did that fall? That was weird. I threw a bomb out there and it like disappeared or something. Cool. Okay, I'm going to get something over here. These fireflies. Because later on in the game there's a shrine quest. Actually a side quest that leads to a shrine quest. It requires having 5 of these. I guess I should explain what shrine quests are. So about half of the shrines in the game can just be found out in the open. There are some that are hidden. Whoa, I've never done that before. Jumped while crouching. Weird. So anyways, and then there's also some shrines. Okay, there's some hidden ones, and then there's some shrine quests which require you to do something, a certain quest, to get the shrine to pop up out of the ground. I'm actually going to sit by the fire until morning. I forgot about these things. Yeah, usually you get arrows and apples out of the wooden ones, and you get rupees and other weird items out of the metal ones. And acorns. Curious if it's set on fire or not. Where's my horse? Oh, there he is. Okay, so we're gonna have to cross this bridge that we crossed earlier. Hey, you got a nice sword on him. Okay, this is probably the bow. Over here, fool. Not strong enough. This is. I don't want to waste my sledgehammer. Oh, wait a minute. Vocal bat's better than a vocal club. This way. There's Riverside Stable. Okay, this is another location we will run into Hestu. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my shield stash. Oh, wait a minute, why am I wearing... I don't want to be wearing a good shield, I want to use up the bad ones first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this shrine, then we'll go to the stable and we'll end it there. Now, once you don't have to beat these shrines to register the travel gate. You can just unlock them. They're already registered. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to go through the whole game and unlock every shrine. Once you got every shrine unlocked, then go ahead and play them one by one, but it'd be a lot of work. There's a lot of different ways to do it, having an open-ended, like an open world like this. So you could actually, you could pull these one by one. Ah, it's gonna fall. in a while now I did that. Usually I can always pull it over there, but my last playthrough in this one, it ended up falling. So we're going to sell stuff to Beetle here, if I got anything. Oh, I got that amber. He says something different at each stable, too. Look at my rupees, 1972. That was the year the very first video game console was released. Home console, the Magnavox Odyssey. Oops. I think I'm done selling stuff. Okay, so we'll stop here. Next video, what we're going to be doing is, well, actually, let's put my horse away. Okay, so what we're going to be doing next is going back to the Great Plateau region. And we are going to be gliding down this way. We're going to unlock the lake region. And then from there we'll head over this way and unlock the Farron region. So we'll be kind of going all the way over, traveling all the way over this way. We'll be getting the shrines and stables on the way too. Hope you're enjoying the game. See you in the next video.